now that we're done with
Liar.
Turtle Watch 2021, it's time for weekly purchases, Jamar's favorite time of the show.
Vintage. Show and tell.
So
Okay.
it was a pretty slow week for me. I know you've got a couple of things. Would you like to go first or last?
It doesn't matter.
All right, I'll go first. I don't fucking care. Um,
The fact you ask. No, I'm
I
just
was being
kidding.
polite. I was giving you the option. I didn't want it to be like fuck you. It's my show. I want to end it. Um, so oh no, last week my cousin Jake, who we've mentioned on the show multiple times, was down the mountain and going to some of the collectible shops, and he offered to look for some things for me while he was there. And I finally broke down and pulled the trigger, mostly because I wanted the goddamn coffee mug. But then I started playing with it, and I'm probably gonna end up keeping most of it, and that is the Super 7 Ultimates Splinter. I will say
Okay.
the one thing that sold me on it the most is I painted pupils on him, so he doesn't have those
Oh, yeah.
straight white eyes, and I'm like, okay, he said he looks better now, in my opinion. I know that's blasphemy because all the playmates people are like, that's not how it's supposed to look. I don't give a fuck. Either the two turtles back there who have fully wrapped arms and legs, like, uh, yeah, it all started because I started taking out just the accessory I wanted. I took out the coffee mug, and then I took out the little turtle. Then I was looking at the accessories. I'm like, the fuck is this? And I realized that he had a cane that had a blade on it, and you just like you can take the ping off, and all of a sudden he's got a sword. I'm like, that's fucking cool. And then next thing I know, I'm playing with some of the other accessories. I'm like, God damn it, am I keeping this figure? So I've got
It's cool.
that.
It's a
Uh,
jacked rat, man. It's crazy.
yeah, I wish I was in that good a shape. So then today, actually, two packages arrive. The first one, and I'm going to be reviewing this one soon, is the there's an Instagram a person on Instagram who makes accessories for the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Z stuff called Gohan Prince or Prince Gohan. I can't remember, um, but I got blast effects. So I've got this like pinkish purple blast effect, which it looks really cool. Ooh, that was close. And then the one that really sold me on them is he made a special beam cannon effect
Um,
for Piccolo. And I was like, well, I need that because Tamashii Nation's fucking dropping the ball on that one, and I'll never get that. So I've got both of these. I'll be doing a review here soon to kind of give my opinions on them and show how they look with the actual figures. And then the last thing I got today was pre-ordered a month or two ago. I can't remember at this point. Actually, I think it was a month ago. So I think it was last month. Is the Mezco Darkest Dawn Supreme Knight Batman. And at first, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this, but I'll get it just because I'd rather, get it at retail than decide later. And like opening it up because I saw D Amazing's review of it, and the colors just looked a little too vibrant to me, but I think it's just the settings on his camera because like the belt looked like super bright and the blues looked super bright. But getting in person, it's a little dulled out. So I'm like, okay, this looks so much better because it initially looked like he had like just a straight up like blue mask
yeah.
and gauntlets and boots and stuff. I'm like, I don't know if I like that, but in person, I'm like, this is my favorite Batman figure now. Like they did a fantastic job.
I feel like that changes every time something new.
Oh, it
Like
always
this is my
does. It's
favorite.
always whatever the newest and greatest thing is. But that's the beauty of progress, man. They update it and make it better than the last one. And you're like, well, fuck, this is way better than the one I got on the shelf.
Not wrong. You're not wrong.
All right, so it's your turn, buddy.
All right. Well, some of the smaller things that I have. I was out at Target shopping for a specific two pack. Rat King and Vernon. And while I was at one of the Targets, I saw on the shelf again. It was the Gamerverse edition, like of the Marvel figures for the Avengers game,
Mm-hmm.
right? Marvel's Avengers. And I picked up the Kamala Khan. It was just like the $10 figure, and it was one of those things of I really can't wait until her show comes out. But I also enjoyed for speaking of bad games,
Yeah.
bad Avengers like in game and everything like that was the story mode on that was amazing, and it was a great introduction to this character for people who don't know who Miss Marvel is. So I picked this up just because again representation on myself. So I definitely like that one there. While I was out on my quest to find Vernon and Rat King, I ended up finding them. Found a 2 pack. It was a very weird and shady way that I ended up getting this. But nevertheless, I found it. I got the 2 pack. I'm showing off the figure that I'm keeping out of the 2 pack. I'm pretty sure it's kind of like washed out because of this light. It's like extremely harsh there. But Vern with his amazing pink shirt and the blue jeans. It's I
It's the most
fucking
80th fucking 80s
I
figure
know, dude.
ever.
I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to do some fun stuff with his head swap as well. But yeah, I had to get this figure. We'll tell the story, Mike. We I got the April O'Neil. Someone picked it up for everybody in my West, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I really want this. So I Mike was like, I'll take it. So did to him, and now I'm like, can I have it back? So now I'm getting that because I have full hope that we get Bernie, just so I can round out the cast there of Channel 6. So that's really exciting for me.
Yeah.
Um, Go ahead.
I
Are you gonna
also
say
I
something?
want to know the shady story of how you got Vernon and Rat King.
So I can tell the story. So we're in a Facebook group trying to find out where it is. There was a specific Target in our area that had the four boxes of the 2 packs, right? And they had some other stuff there too. So I'm thinking like, oh fuck, do I want to go out here to Arlington? It's about 40 minutes away from me. I'm like, do I really want to go out here? They're probably not gonna have it. So I'm like, all right. My wife's like, come on, do it. Let's go. Like, we might as well try. We can check other targets and yada yada. So I'm like, all right. I'm watching the Facebook group as it go and refreshing the post. And then we get about 10 minutes away from there, and someone was like, "Up, I went there. The last two are gone." So I'm like, dang, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Which bummed me out because we woke up in the morning with the plans to go, but we kind of just bummed around and didn't do it. So I probably could have gotten it right away, and I was sulking a little bit. So we went to the other targets, struck out on both of those, and then I get a message from my buddy Wes, and Wes as well, and he's like, "Hey, the guy who was there, he tried to buy two, but they would only let him buy one, so it's at customer service if you want to go get it." I'm like, "Oh," and he's like, "Yeah. I can go in like 2 hours." I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. I'll go now." So
He's like, I ain't risking yo ass getting there late.
I was like, I'll go now. I'll go now. And it was like, well, no one's gonna know. Apparently, the person who was trying to buy the two, he told Wes. He didn't tell anyone else. So I was like, all right. So I'm going up there. We're driving, and then as we're on our way, I was like, we should probably call. So I'm like, yeah, that's fair. So she calls while I'm driving, and they're like, yeah, let me look for it. Blah blah blah. And they're like, yeah, we see it up here. It's first come first serve. We can't hold it for you, but it's up in front. So I'm thinking, great. It's at customer service. No one's gonna know to ask customer service, hey, do you have this 2 pack in your reshop? Because no one knows that. And for people who didn't work reshop or retail, reshop is stuff that people didn't want or couldn't get, and now they're putting it back on the floor at the end of the day. So it's just in
Mm.
a basket somewhere, is what I was thinking in my head. We get all the way there, we get to the Target, we rush right into customer service. The figure, like, I don't have the box right by me, but the box is sitting on like their barrier to block like out customer service. It's sitting on the top. Like, so if anyone walked out, whoever cashed out would just look over and be like, hey, what's that? And so they totally didn't have it like under wraps or anything. So we go in there, I'm like, oh yeah, we're here for that. Like, so we ended up getting it. I was pretty excited. So me and Wes are splitting it. He had more interest in the Rat King. I had more interest in Vern. So it was kind of a perfect combination there. So yeah, it worked out. It was a happy story. Everything is great, so that's cool. Um, Man, which one do I do? So we're talking about Big Bad Toy Store charging your
Oh
card,
yeah, I
right?
remember. I forgot
So
about this.
I get a notification. Or I was at work actually. My wife texted me and said, "Hey, guess what?" And I'm like, "I don't know what." We got charged, and I'm like, "Oh man!" So I go into total mode of thinking,
Starts heavy
like,
breathing.
yeah, it's excited. It's like, oh man, oh man. So I get the notification. I go in the Big Bad Toy Store and we see it's coming. I've been arguing, or not arguing. I've been
You've been bitching.
basically bitching and moaning for what it seems to be a year. But my birthday gift, which my birthday is in September, it is February. My birthday gift is finally here. He's not in a really great pose. I just kind of like messed him up, but You guessed it. It is the Miles Morales from FX, and oh man, I'm so happy. I was so like excited to get this figure. One, because I mentioned before I got to buy some new Jordans for him to give him like the like authentic ones, like the
Mm-hmm.
design. But then opening the box, I said, "Whoa, what are these magnets for?" And then I put it on the refrigerator. There's magnet feet, magnet hands. I'm sure this is probably in all the other Spider-Man figures as well, but this is perfect for me. I'm keeping the shoes on there because it's a perfect desk figure. My housing for my PC is magnet or metal, so I have him like on there like he's on the wall. It's so awesome. I absolutely love the figure. The only thing I was bummed out is my stand was broken. I opened
Oh,
it up and the middle hinge was just loose. So I don't know if the screw that was in that was just stripped. So threw it away. But that was not it.
oh,
I love this fix figure so much
oh! You didn't.
that
You didn't.
T'Challa the
Oh,
King.
okay. I thought it was something
No,
else.
not Peter B. Parker. I can go down that road, but the King was available, and so I was like, I gotta do it. I gotta get it. The likeness is there. It's obviously cultural reasons, impactful. This is, Black Panther. This figure I have to own. If I'm gonna have Miles Morales, I gotta have T'Challa and the Black Panther. So I ended up getting that one. And to my surprise, like apparently, if you do regular shipping through Big Bag Toy Store, you get your shit quick as hell.
Yeah.
So like I
When
ordered
you don't do
that.
that shitty $4 shipping,
Yeah,
it's amazing how
I don't
quickly you
even know
get
why
things.
that's even an option. I don't even get why it's an option. But yeah, so that ended up showing up. I literally just before the show like got to open it up because it came in today this morning. So I just got him in the pose like from the movie poster of him, hands down. And I'm gonna probably leave on the Chadwick Boseman head for a while just because it's a
I feel
tribute
like yeah,
again.
you can't ever go to the Black Panther head. You have to stay with the
Yeah,
T'Challa head at all
unless
times.
like easy like actiony pose or whatnot. But I think that's just kind of the way I'm gonna do it because shelf representation is what I'm about there. I'm coining the phrase right there. So
Apparently, we need
I
to work on some trademarks.
right, I apparently to myself I've had like a really great week. So yeah, all is happy in the world of toys. I don't have to hunt for NECA. I got my T'Challa. Finally got Miles. And yeah, I got my Vern because he's cool. I can't wait to get that, open up that splinter and grab that medallion. I'm gonna make Pimp Daddy Vern. I need to find a fedora.
Oh man,
But yeah,
Pimp Daddy
that's what I
Vern.
have for my week. So I'm gonna have some fun posing some stuff and taking pictures and only sharing them to you guys because I'm not a professional.
Always good to only share them with your friends.
That's fair, or that's true. That's very true. But yeah,
Yep.
that's all I have. That's it. I'm empty now.
And as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. But not only that, leave us a comment below with what announcements you are most excited for, or if we fucked something up, because guess what? We do that shit weekly, so let us know about it. I'll talk to you about it, and I'll maybe even call it out on the actual store show next week.
You could put that in there.
Yeah, so you can, there you go. There's your fuck up, the free one. You're welcome. Uh, If you do happen to enjoy our faces, though, make sure to hit the little bell to get notified when our videos go up. Modern Toy Fair News goes up on Fridays, and Modern Toy Fair Reviews is currently going up on Mondays and Wednesdays now. So that's 2 reviews a week. Let's get us there to get to monetization, baby. Let's do it. And if for some reason you don't like our beautiful faces, but you still enjoy our soothing voices, you can listen to the audio only version of Modern Toy Fair News available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Spotify, and other podcast apps you know and love. So check that out, and we will see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.